It's definitely old.
No, she's gonna save that for ACC championship weekend.
Or for Clemson, Carolina.
Yeah, one of those.
You can fit it over here. I just didn't want to get pushed that far over today, so I put some more pantry over here. But you can do them places.
I got squeeze up you guys. Make it all difficult one. I mean, I was gonna kind of swing it right here. You'll be all right.
Oh, I see. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, I showed up and I was the first one. I'm never the first one. Today's my day. Never first. Never first.
Hey, first you're light, so.
Yeah, I'm always last. Let's try one.
By the way, congrats on your award. It's a little better than the new city paper, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So there you go.
But it wasn't the award was not sponsored by True. I appreciate it. If there had actually been if it had been sponsored by somebody, then maybe it would have meant something. My theory was nobody's going to take me for this, so I should do it since my contract's coming up in February. True story.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can move over. I forgot you didn't sign it. I
Hmm.
promise I'm not trying to jump on top
I
of
don't
you.
think there's another. borrow something from you. Oh, maybe that'll work. That might stick up in there. 'Cause that one's too thick. No, it's too thick. Because I can't loosen this up anymore than it is. What if I did like this?
Can you strap? It's like, it's only things.
Hopefully that works.
Kind of just do a little lays it on the,
Yeah, and then it sounds hollow.
out, yeah.
But
There you go. You got it. You got it. Now I created a hole with it when I thought you were going in the middle of it. Visually, there's a hole.
maybe I would like this thing
Hole in the bottom of the hole. Can you prop it up or something?
I may do that.
Or turn it. What if you turn it?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
That should pick up. There you go.
Just like to say, going to give the 110%. This is the biggest game because it's the next game.
Next game's the biggest game. What? Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Coach Houston.
Got to work around the microphones. Good afternoon. I want to thank everybody for coming out again this week. I want to start off by saying first I'm very proud of our team and the accomplishments of this season. Not only the results on the field, but most of all how they've prepared day in and day out, and the way they've embraced our level of expectations for the way they practice and compete on a daily basis. And I think that's been evident by the way that they compete on game day, that they've changed the culture in our program. The Southern Conference is an outstanding league, one of the top FCS leagues in the country, has a tremendous tradition of excellence on the field. And while I would like to be standing here as the outright conference champion this week with an automatic bid to the playoffs, it is still a tremendous accomplishment that this team achieved. And for the first time since 1992, and for only the third time in school history, our team has brought home the Southern Conference Football Championship trophy. While we made some correctable mistakes and dug ourselves in the hole early against a very, very good UT Chattanooga team this past weekend, I was extremely pleased with the way our team responded. I was pleased with the way they regrouped at halftime and came out and played very, very well in the second half. And gave ourselves a chance to get back in the ball game, and we just fell a little bit short there at the end. Our fans were phenomenal. They've been phenomenal all year. I want to say thank you to those that made the trip to Chattanooga. We had a great crowd there. I want to thank Captain Peluso for allowing a large group and helping a large group of cadets get there for the game Saturday, and certainly the support of our fans and of the Corps has been a tremendous surge behind our team all year long, and it is really something that I think is special. So I want to say thank you to everyone involved with that. This week, we've got another tough test with the University of South Carolina. I don't think that I have to sit here and tell you what kind of obstacle we have in front of us. We are playing a team from a BCS conference, and we're playing a team from the SEC, which is probably the top BCS conference in the country. So, with that, you're playing a team that's extremely talented, and even though they've had some ups and downs and some adversity this year, I think Coach Elliott has them playing very hard. They've been very competitive. They had a close loss against Florida this past weekend. They had a close loss against Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. So I think that they're playing very well, and I expect them to play well on Saturday. So it's an opportunity for a lot of our guys to play in a stadium that a lot of them grew up watching South Carolina play in, and so it'll be a special day for a lot of our guys that are from the state of South Carolina, and a great opportunity for our program. So we're excited about the challenge. We're excited about the opportunity, and I expect us to have a great week of practice and go up to Columbia Saturday and play very well. So all that being said, any questions from the audience?
Mike, how much do you think a good performance Saturday could impact your chances to make the playoffs?
Well, I mean, first off, regardless of our performance Saturday, I think we have an extremely strong resume right now. When you look at the fact that we are a co-champion in a very strong league, over the last 15 years, every time there were two champions, both teams made the playoffs. You look at our losses this year, our 3 losses come to an FBS team in Georgia Southern who's probably going to get a bowl bid, and then 2 conference champions, a Big South Conference champion and the Southern Conference co-champion. And those 3 teams are combined 24-5. You add into that both of our FCS losses were to teams that are in the top 10 and probably will receive national seeds. And then you factor in our strength of schedule, which I think is very strong. And you factor in the fact that we have performed consistently every single week throughout the year, on top of the fact that we have a strong following fan base and we're a fairly healthy team at the end of the year. You put all that stuff together, I think we have a strong resume no matter what. Do I think a great performance Saturday could help us? Maybe. But I think that you're playing against a BCS opponent, and that's a little bit outside the realm of the criteria.
So South Carolina has struggled defending the out in years past. Is that something that you look to try to take advantage of Saturday?
Well, I mean, each and every Saturday we try to take advantage of anything we can. The thing with South Carolina is they have a new play caller on defense in Coach Hoke, and I do think they're improved over last year of what they have done defensively. So I think we've got a tough test Saturday.
The timing of this one, the playoff uncertainty, how much of a challenge is this at this point in the season?
Well, it's a challenge no matter when you play them. I mean, you're playing a BCS opponent. You're playing one that is funded. I mean, their recruiting budget is greater than my entire operating budget. I mean, it's just the resources that are there behind that program are so enormous that you're up against a tough test. So I don't care when you play them. Right now, I think it's as good a time as any. I mean, you're sitting here. We finished the Southern Conference slate, so that's kind of put to bed. We don't know anything about the playoffs until Sunday, and so it really allows us just to focus on South Carolina, and I think it's a great opportunity for our program. I think it's one that certainly we're more prepared for than we were last year going into Florida State, and it's one that I'm more prepared for, and it's one that I think their kids are really excited about.
Just when you play two money games in 1 year, especially when it's an 11-game schedule as a head coach, when you're trying to get to 7-8 wins to get to the postseason, just the extra challenge of that, I guess. What's that like?
I think it puts you at a disadvantage. I mean, certainly if we had one of the BCS opponents was replaced by an FCS opponent, then it gives us an opportunity to have another FCS win maybe right now. Certainly the scheduling puts us at a disadvantage, but it is what it is, and our team, we haven't used it as an excuse or anything like that, and our team has responded, and they've went out and they've played whoever's on the schedule each and every week, and that's what we'll do this week.
Mike, when you look at them on tape, what's the major difference you see when you look at your own guys? What stands out?
Pharaoh Cooper plays for them. I mean, I kind of poke at that, but he's a special player. I mean, he's going to be a first or second round draft pick. You look at Brandon Shell on the offensive line. You look at their entire offensive line with the size. You look at the tight end, Jaquil Adams. An outstanding receiving threat, an outstanding blocker. Brandon Wilds is a 4-year player, played against the Citadel the last time they played up there. You look on defense, you look at the size of their defensive line. Both of the Gerald Dixons. You look at Sky Moore and Isaiah Johnson and the skill on that side of the ball. And it's just you're playing against guys that were 4- and 5-star recruits, So you're playing against a very, very talented team. Now, all that being said, I've got a tough, hard-nosed bunch, and they will play their butts off on Saturday. And so that's all I can ask of them. So they're not going to back down from anybody. Anything else? Okay. With us today are two South Carolina natives. I thought it was very appropriate that we bring that this week. I have senior defensive tackle Mitchell Jeter, who I am extremely proud of. Mitchell has had a fantastic year, and the things that you guys don't see that I've seen as an improvement with Mitchell, not only is his play on the field, which I think he has played better this year than he did last year, but his performance off the field, his performance in the classroom, and the way he has practiced on a daily basis. And I'm very proud of the year that Mitchell's had. And then junior fullback Tyler Renew from the Columbia area, who's had a really strong last two-thirds of the season this year and has really brought our offense along. So I look forward to hearing from both of them.
Start off with questions for Mitchell.
Mitchell, did you grow up a Gamecock fan at all?
Nah, I wasn't really a Gamecock fan or a Clemson fan. I mean, growing up, for some reason, I like Florida. Yeah.
And did USC recruit you at all, like early on when they're looking at everybody? Did you get any letters from them and things like that?
It wasn't really recruiting. I mean, I got a couple of letters from them, but that's just about it.
Just as a player from South Carolina, when you get a chance to play at Williams-Brice, and they didn't grow up a fan, what's that like as a guy that's at the Citadel playing at the FCS level when you get that opportunity?
I mean, it's exciting. Anytime you get to play a big FBS school, it's exciting. Then, I mean, I get to share this experience with my teammates, something I'll never get to do again.
Do you guys look at this as an opportunity to prove yourselves to the FCS playoff committee, or do you feel like what you guys have already accomplished is good enough to put you guys in the postseason?
I mean, nothing will ever be good enough. We always want to accomplish more, push ourselves to the limits, and we just want to prove that we can play with anybody.
Mitchell, can you talk about what it was like to go from middle of the pack in the league and then be picked to finish next to last and then be co-champions this year?
Well, from the beginning of the season, our goal as a team was a SoCon championship, and we shared with Chattanooga, and they're a great team, and we just took it week by week to give it everything we had.
Going against SEC, FBS level offensive linemen that you guys matched up with this week, is there anything special that you have to do in your mental preparation during the week or in the game that you anticipate you have to do that you might not have had to do against FCS competition or Southern Conference competition?
No, just stick to what we do, go in and train, and, I mean, we treat every opponent like everyone else.
Mitchell, are you buddies with any of the Rock Hill guys on the USC team? You know those guys?
Yes, sir. I know both the Geralds and have a friend that plays linebacker for them, but he got hurt preseason, so he won't get to play in the game.
Any back and forth between you guys
Uh,
this season or this week?
Oh, nah, not really. It's just all good fun.
Anything else for Mitchell? All right, thank you.
Tyler, growing up in Columbia, what's it going to be like for you Saturday to step out on that field?
It'll be exciting. I used to always go to the games and sell peanuts with my friends in high school. So, that's going from, being a peanut salesman or whatever to actually playing on the field. It'll be fun. I have a lot of family that are Carolina fans and a lot of friends that attend Carolina right now. So it'll be a fun experience for all of them and myself also and the team.
them, how is it going to affect you to be like, it's just another game, but it's still South Carolina. Those are the guys that you grew up watching, you know, that program.
Yeah, we're going into this week just like every other week, preparing for the next opponent. We always set our eyes on the next opponent after we finish a game, so we're taking it like every other week. It'll be a challenge for sure because it's an SEC team. You know, they have better recruiting and things of that sort. But we're not changing anything that we do or trying to do anything special. We're just doing what we do every week and just play hard football.
Tyler, what's been the difference? You weren't as much of a factor early in the season, and then you got on the field. I think during the bye week is when it kind of happened. But talk about what materialized and what got you back out there to where it's hard to get you off the field now.
It really just comes down to coaching. The beginning of the season, Evan McField and Isaiah Smith were both playing really well. The coaches felt that they were the better pick for the time being, and as a player, you have to respect that. And at the same time, you have to encourage those guys as they're on the field. If they come off the field, have any questions or concerns, you're always there to help them and just be there on the sideline to encourage them. As for myself, the coaches just kept telling me, be persistent. Your time will come, but just be patient, encourage the guys, and just keep practicing hard every day. And the bye week, my time came, and I took it and ran with it. And but you always have to be there for those guys. No matter what situation you're in, whether you're playing or you're not playing, you have to always encourage the guys in front of you. Because it can be hard at times, but you got to be a team player no matter what's happening around you.
Any skills that you picked up with the peanut stuff? Can you throw behind the back?
No, sir. I don't really think there was any skills that I picked up during that, but it's a funny memory.
Do you feel like you guys have anything left to prove or need to prove this week? Pulling off an upset, taking South Carolina to the fourth quarter to prove to the FCS playoff committee that you belong, or you believe your body of work should stand alone? You guys should be in the national postseason.
Obviously going up to Carolina and beating an FBS opponent is great for a resume, but I feel like our body of work throughout the season, as we played consistently every week, is we have a strong resume, as Coach stated on earlier, the teams that we played against and the teams that we've lost to. But obviously going up there and beating Carolina is a great resume builder, but we're just going to go up there and play as hard as we can and let the chips fall where they may. Do what we do every day and practice and see what happens on Saturday.
Tyler, did you sell peanuts to make money, or did you get into the stadium?
I sold the peanuts to make money with my friends, just a little extra on the side during high school.
How much football can you watch while you're selling peanuts?
It's hard to watch while you're doing it because everybody's raising their hand and say, "Hey, I want pecans or peanuts or whatever, glazed or whatnot." But you got to watch some of the game from time to time, but there really wasn't much watching.
Who was playing for them back then? Do you remember who?
I know Marcus Lattimore was there during that time.
Clowney?
Yes, sir. Javion Clowney was there. Connor Shaw, those guys. I remember being at the game when they beat Alabama. So just games like that.
25 years ago, Citadel lost to Chattanooga and then went to Columbia and beat the Gamecocks. How familiar are you guys with the story of that team? Does it come up during this week? Do the coaches talk about it? What do you know about that?
Yes, sir. It's been brought up. People have talked about it, and you always hear chirps and rumors from alumni, friends, and anybody who just knows the story of it. But that was that year's team, and this is the 2015 team. So we're going up there to play our style of football, and having that story and history is great and all, but we want to go up there Saturday and just do what we do every single day and play hard football and see what happens.